Welcome to this T28 F-30 replay, and you might ask yourself, what is the T28 F-30? And the T28 F-30 is a tank that Wargaming put on the advent calendar right now, which is basically what the T28 used to be before they removed the 85mm gun without any reason and converted it into a premium. The tank is played by Hagbardur from Cry, and he got his ace tanker on this first match playing with it, and we'll just talk about the tank a little bit. When this game came out of closed beta, the T28 was basically the same tank as it is now, but it had this 85mm gun. I believe it actually had slightly better aim time as well, 2.8 I think it was, and good thing about the 85mm was that it had basically really good damage output for a tier 4 tank. It was basically a slightly larger version of the L-70 gun that the Panzer IV at tier 5 had, so it packed a really nice punch and did an average of 160 damage, not like the really short fast firing gun the T28 has now. And as you can see, 160 damage in one shot with a reasonably good rate of fire. And back when the T28 had this gun, I actually played it quite a lot. I've got nearly 200 battles in that tank, and I really enjoyed it. It had a really nice combination of speed and a proper gun, which is crucial on lower tier battles. I mean, armor is irrelevant at this tier anyway, because pretty much everyone will shoot through your armor regardless. So you've got 380 hit points, which is nice. It's 2 shots from this same gun more or less to get killed. But because it has really nice penetration, I mean the current version has, I don't know exactly how much penetration, can't look because my mouse refuses to work when watching this replay now. But I remember the penetration being really good, and it seems to be really nice as well now. The only difference between this version and the original T28 is that the mobility seems to be slightly worse. Apparently the armor frontally is slightly more as well, but again, this is a huge box of the tank. If you're planning on using the armor, you're playing it wrong. You just need to basically point the gun at enemy tanks and kill them. Now, Hagbardur is being a little bit careful here. There's a modded T28E over there, and he's waiting for his platoon mate to get around. Now, the practice of Wargaming basically is just removing the good gun from the regular version of the T28 to make it a premium and get some more money out of people, much like the Panzer IV L-70, what they did to it before is, I think, relatively, well, from a business point of view, it is a good tactic, but it is very short-sighted, because if a regular vehicle like this one and the Panzer IV L-70 are good and they earn nice money, you shouldn't really just remove it and try to get more money out of it in that way. You should just come up with new vehicles. It's a short-sighted business tactic, and I think it's overly obvious milking the customer rather than actually trying to design something new or make something new, make it interesting. So yeah, I mean, I'm still undecided if I'll buy this tank. I really enjoyed the T28. But I don't know if I will enjoy this version. A, if I have to pay real money for something I already had, which is stupid, and B, with the undeserved mobility nerf as well, because T28 with the old gun was a good vehicle. It wasn't OP. It's the size of a house. It has no armor, and any competent player can take it out. But I guess the gun was too tomato proof, and they had to remove it. But then why again they make it premium, I don't know. But I mean, Hagbardur is really making good use of this gun in this match. As you can see, even with the updated frontal armor, it just doesn't hold up. He had one bounce of Type 95, which isn't really an achievement. The Type 95 is quite crap and it has a pretty bad gun, but all the other shots just penetrated. So don't expect this tank to bounce anything, and expect to get hit if you expose it, because as you can see, it is quite big. He's calling his platoon mate back at the moment, who's going uphill, which is the right thing to do, because that guy is just isolating himself against 3 enemy tanks, which is really stupid. But for some reason he keeps on pushing, so yeah, not going too well. And Cashcow is waiting here to just see what happens if the enemy tanks are spotted, but there's a good chance that they took the other way off the hill, which would be very unfortunate because Hagbardur is on 37 HP, and that's never a good position to be in against 3 enemy tanks. His platoon mate now is coming down the hill, but the enemy has vanished so far, so it's a bit of a tricky situation now. If he runs into the enemy, he will most probably lose. As I said earlier, he won't bounce any shots mostly, and he's a one shot for everything. So, especially the Matilda with the great gun will make short work of his armor. So it doesn't seem like the enemy is actually on this side at the moment. So he's just following his platoon mate, and I mean, the top speed of this tank is still really nice. Oh yeah, really nice. I mean, for a low tier tank, it is really nice. But it takes a little while to get there, which is unfortunate. Because, I mean, when I played it, the T28 always behaved sort of like a medium light kind of tank, mobility-wise. I remember it being really fast and quite agile for its size, but it doesn't seem to be that anymore. So yeah, as I said, I don't know yet if I'll buy it. It's €9 in the gift shop, but I rarely play low tier battles, and I have enough tanks already as it is. I rarely get to play all the tanks that I own already. I've got the CGC and I hardly play it, but it's a great tank. But yeah, I don't know. But it's sort of a, how do you call it? Fond memory of what I used to have if I should buy this tank, because yeah, I really liked it back when it was a regular vehicle. It was a good vehicle for experienced players due to its size and the gun. So if you know what you were doing, you could actually make short work of most of the enemy team, especially because the penetration was so nice, and Alpha was quite a scare. It's sort of on its tier is really similar to what the 122 is on the IS, sort of on tier 7. Really nice damage, and well, quite reliable. I mean, it's a Russian gun, so the accuracy is not really important. The higher the number, the more accurate the gun seems to be. But they're going for the cap now, which is the smart thing to do, because yeah, who knows where the enemy is. And there we go. Matilda comes around the corner, and the other guy, and he gets taken out. Oh, but they've already won. So yeah, that's an ace tanker badge in the T28 F-30, as well as a high caliber and a Top Gun. I hope you enjoyed this match, and I hope you enjoyed my commentary and my opinion on the tank in the light of what the tank used to be in the regular tree. And if you did, feel free to rate it, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.